Capricorn, this is your reading for October. Your first card is the King of Swords. Whilst on one level, this is wonderfully positive and about freedom. On another level, I'd like to see that this card is currently upside down because you're stuck. And why are you stuck? You're stuck because you're not giving yourself permission to move forwards. You're stuck because you're not sure if you want freedom. You're stuck because you don't know which direction you need to go in. And why are all these things happening? Because right now, this month of October, we are all going through a difficult period. But you more so than ever, and any other sign, because you've got Pluto come back and revisit Capricorn, and it's kicking your head. It's kicking you badly, because in the last couple of years, Pluto and Capricorn was giving us all a really good kicking, because Capricorn, you're pretty stubborn when you want to be. And not stubborn in a good way, stubborn in a bad way, because you don't want to move, because you're an earth sign. Earth doesn't like shifting. It takes a volcano or an earthquake to shift an earth sign. You really have to be rattled to move. You like your comfort zone way too much. But with Pluto in the background, it's been giving you a good kicking, but also the rest of us have been feeling it because it's seismic. And I've done a video to accompany this video, and I'm going to put a link in the back of this video, so watch to the end, about Pluto in Capricorn and Aquarius. So Pluto moved out of Capricorn at the beginning of this year in January and moved into Aquarius. But Pluto's decided to come back into Capricorn in the middle of September. It's going to be at its fullest potential and worst behaviour during October, and then it will move out of Capricorn into Aquarius in the middle of November. So watch the video, because there's many tips and tricks in there that you can follow so that you can make this a lot easier for you. Because the King of Swords here, he can be very, very stubborn. That's why he's cloaked in grey. He can be pretty miserable at times. That's because he's neither passionate or dispassionate. In fact, some of the times he feels totally and utterly unamused by life. And he needs to make up his mind exactly which direction he's going in. And you're getting that opportunity this month, Capricorn, because we have the birds in the picture, and the birds give us freedom. You can fly wherever you want. But actually, over your tender years, you've learnt many, many, many lessons. But particularly in this last transit of Pluto being in the back of Capricorn, you've learnt huge lessons. And you've learnt loads about yourself. And you've learnt that actually, do you know what? You need a bit of freedom and you need a bit of space. And you've been very good at sitting in your prison cell, but that needs to come to an end. You need to do something different. You need to liberate yourself. You need to break out of your mold. And being an earth sign, like I've already said, you don't like change. You don't like being insecure. You hate those feelings. You like to know where everything is. Even if it's all totally chaotic, you know exactly where everything is in the chaos. It's come to an end now. You're getting let out of jail. Sorry, you've got to do something different. You've got to embrace the freedom that's coming up for you, because it is going to be good, because you've been limited by the four walls that you've sat in. You've been limited by your own thought processes of needing security and holding on tightly to security, even though that security may be getting thinner and thinner and thinner. You're holding on for dear life, and the lifeboat ain't coming. The Titanic has to sink. The earthquake has to rock the earth. It has to split the earth apart. And you have to release yourself from the immutable stubbornness of your sign. And I know that's harsh, and I'm really sorry, but I have to put it that way, because you are being asked, of all the signs, of every single sign I've read today to make all these videos, this is the most potent one that I'm doing for Capricorn. Because actually, do you know what? It is actually all about you making big changes. The rest of us are all making changes, but you are really making a massive, massive change. And you need to embrace it. You need to welcome it. You need to say, okay, universe, I'm ready. I'm prepared. I'm going to do it. You need to embrace it, because change is good. Change is fabulous. Change is wonderful. Have that determination, have that focus to know exactly which direction you're going in, because you've been working on it for a while, but you've just got it there. You haven't completely got it somewhere. You haven't completely slotted it into the place like the last bit of the jigsaw puzzle, but actually that's what it needs. It needs you to put in the last bit of the jigsaw to make your life exactly what you need it to be going forwards. Because your next card is the Three of Wands. I love this card. It's about your ship coming in. Because if you can put the last jigsaw piece into place, success can come to you. Everything that you've been working towards can start happening. But you've got to remove those insecurities. You've got to remove those limiting beliefs. You've got to remove those no entry signs. You've got to remove that procrastination that you've got. And procrastination's kind of like having a mild depression. Oh, I can't be bothered. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow again. And again. Always pushing it off until the very last minute. Well, I hate to tell you, the earthquake is here. You've got to do it. Because your ship is going to come in. Everything you've been working on, in whatever shape or form, in whichever area of your life, is about to come to fruition. The traditional meaning of this card is that your ship is coming in. It meant that the galleons that were sailing across the ocean to us had big chests of gold. So they brought us loads of riches. And then in all the other chests they had beautiful things like silk gowns or jewellery, gems, crystals, whatever. Silver and gold, ornaments. Everything you want is coming towards you. But are you brave enough to allow it to come to you? Do you want it? I truly, truly hope so. No more procrastinating. No more dithering and delaying. Allow it all to come to you. Allow the niceness of life to come to you. Because your next card is the Seven of Pentacles. You've put in an awful lot of hard work and you need to be really honest with yourself over the last, God knows how long, months, years. You've put a lot into everything. In fact, I could almost accuse you of putting in far too much, doing too much. But your tree has got plenty of apples on it. So it means, do you know what? Actually, it's been worth it. Because you've tended to that tree, you've watered it, you've fed it, you've nurtured it, you may have talked to it, or even sung a song to it, but you've done it. And look at all the apples on your tree. And it means that because you've got so many apples on your tree, you can go to market and you can sell all the apples, and guess what? Oh look, loads of money coming towards you. On a metaphorical level, loads of reward coming towards you. Who doesn't want that? I sincerely hope you do. Change your belief set. Know that you're good enough. Know that you deserve all the wonderful things that are going to come towards you. Because sometimes in your approach to life, Capricorn, because you've had your head down, because you're a bit of a goat and you're getting into rutting everything, pushing it all away, going, don't need that, don't need that, don't need this, don't need the other. I'm perfectly okay. I can climb mountains. No, you can't. You're just the same as the rest of us. Allow yourself to be vulnerable and allow yourself to be wonderfully vulnerable, because you're going to be taking responsibility with your vulnerability, and allow everything to come towards you that you so need and so desire. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Because your next card is the Page of Pentacles. And there's this innocence around you where sometimes maybe you've been too gullible. Maybe you've given too much. Maybe you've thought everything should be so easy and so simple. But actually, what's come back in return has hurt you. It's not done you well. It's not been kind to you. It's not given you what you thought you should have had back. But this is where you change everything and understand your innocence and understand that actually you should only give so much. My favourite saying, as you may have heard in my other videos, is give less, it equals more. There's massive power in that. Because if you give less, situations or people see that you're giving less and they're naturally cheeky. They're natural thieves. They want more. So they'll come back and give you something so you can give them a bit more. But you're only going to give them 0.5% this time instead of the 150% that you've been giving in the past. Give an awful lot less. Be a smart monkey. Be very, very clever. But at the same time, learn to receive and learn to say thank you. Be humble. Learn to let it all come to you, because it will elevate you onto the next level. And here we have the Three of Pentacles. And this is about you rating yourself. This is about you knowing that you are good enough. This is about having total belief in who and what you are and why you are. Ultimately, this card is about standing centre stage. Standing up in front of 200 people or maybe 2,000 people. However many. Because none of us really like that. And with that, that means you've got to be strong, you've got to be positive, you've got to be confident and know exactly who you are. Know exactly what you're about. Know exactly what your motives are. Know that you know everything that you know because you've taught yourself everything that you know. Know that you're outstanding in your own field. Know that you've got all the knowledge that you have in your particular area. So no one can knock your confidence, because ultimately that's what this card is about. Being super, super confident. Because if you're super confident and you really know who you are and what you're about, you can actually stand in front of 200 people, because not one of them is going to knock your confidence, because it's super glued deep inside your system. Put yourself centre stage now, because this is all about you. You can be that show person. You can be that actress or actor standing on the stage and everybody applauding you. You can be good enough. You can receive everything that you want. You can allow your ship to come in. All the good things are lining up, waiting for you. The big question is, do you really want it? I hope you do. Because wonderful things are coming for you. Because here, your 2 of coins, which follows on with your 3 of coins, says that maybe you've had enough of juggling everything. Maybe you've had enough circumnavigating the thin line that you're riding your bicycle over. Maybe you've had enough of being strewn out. Maybe you've had enough of being exhausted and trying to cope. Maybe you've just had enough. You don't need to juggle anymore, because actually that's the key word of this card. Juggling everything. Juggling your money. Juggling your abilities. Juggling your priorities. Wherever this falls. You don't need to do that anymore. In fact, you can get off the top of the penny farthing, because they're quite difficult bikes to ride, and allow yourself to just walk a nice new path and allow everything to come towards you. And on that new path, if you see something coming towards you that you don't like, because you've got plenty of experience of that, then just walk down a different path. And then you return to your new path and get back on track. So, no more juggling. You can see exactly what's coming towards you. You know exactly what you want, because you have this amazing 3 of Wands. And I know you know what you want, but I know, with this 2 of coins here, that's been unattainable for a long time. But now is your time to break free and allow everything to come towards you. Do the work this month, and from November onwards, everything is going to get significantly better for you, and you're going to be up and running by the time you get to January. If you're liking my content, please like and subscribe to my videos. It means a lot to me, and I love to have your engagement. And if you've got any questions or need to know anything, just pop me a comment.